just like you playing me. This is safe to be thinking that you could ever get over on me. I'm a rebel of this game, so ain't no rules if he finding me. Y'all a veteran in this industry. Y'all misdemeanor, tell me smart, I'm new one.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is your man, definitely in the building on a special occasion. This is the ICON Chronicles. This is your man, Next Icon. No excuses. I can overcome negativity. Definitely in the building in the A. And if y'all ain't aware of that, that's Atlanta, Georgia. I ain't gonna say what side of town that I'm on, but y'all should already know if you don't. But either way, I'm representing Atlanta, and this is my show. This is a special occasion because I'm trying something different this week. I came across a new program called Calendly, and it's designed to help people that need help scheduling people. So therefore, I'm trying it out to see how it works and how functional it'll be for me to schedule a guest for the show. So if you are interested in being a guest on the ICON Chronicles, do yourself a favor. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I did put the link up there where you can go to schedule your interview. So bear with me one moment here while I do that. There you go, right there at the bottom of the screen. You will go to calendly.com/the ICON Chronicles. Schedule you a day and a time for your interview, and we will get you live direct on the air so that people can know who you are, know what you're about, know what you do. And as long as you're doing something positive to help the community in your neighborhood and the people around you, you are always most welcome to be on the show. You're also most welcome on the show if you are in the entertainment industry of any type of nature, any musical genre, whatever it is that you do. If the world does not know that you exist, then you do not exist. So do yourself a favor. Hit me up, calendly.com/the ICON Chronicles. Book yourself on the show. But we're going to go ahead and get this started. I will be on again Wednesday, and I will have another guest on Wednesday. So these are going to be my first two guests that have used the app or the program in order to book their interview. So we're going to try this out and see how it works. And so far, it's working lovely. So my guest will be on momentarily, and y'all will get to meet my first special guest. But in the meantime, let's get back to the basics. You already know that I am an actor and of stage and film, and I just had a movie be released this week on Linktree, and it is on Amazon Prime, where you can also see the trailer. So go to Amazon Prime and go to Linktree, look up Solid Rock Trust, and you will see me in that movie. Just got released over the weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I saw the trailer. The trailer is amazing, and everybody that has seen the trailer says that it looks like it's going to be a very interesting, action-packed movie. I do believe so itself, not just because I'm in it, but just because it's a dope movie to start off with. So check it out, Solid Rock Trust on Amazon Prime, and you can go to Linktree, and you can check it out on Linktree as well. The movie is called Solid Rock Trust. Check it out. I also have a project coming up called Love in Atlanta, where I play AJ, a club owner. I am in a project called Moshe by Blackbird's Melody and Asar Freeman, where I play Tim, a streetwise individual. And I'm also a part of the Black Royal family, being a part of Atlanta's Ugly 2.0. So go online, YouTube, check out Atlanta's Ugly. You'll see what it's all about. I'm coming back. I'm coming out at least in season 8. And I'm not going to tell you who my character is, but y'all going to find out when y'all see the show. Next up on deck, y'all know that I am an author. I have 5 books. 2 of them are called Love for the Game. And there's going to be a trilogy once I get the final chapter done. So you have Love for the Game Book 1, Love for the Game Balls in My Word, and you have Endgame once it gets completed. You can check out the psychological thriller Brutal, and you can check out my poetry, original poetry written by yours truly, from the books called Confessions from the Flip Side of Love, Volume 1, Volume 2. There is going to be a Volume 3 that is in the process, and I'm also in the process of finishing another book entitled Across the River, which is going to be another psychological thriller that y'all going to want to check out and read and tell your friends about. And in the meantime, check out the other books hit your man up. If you want information on how to self-publish your books, I can help you out with that. Coming up within the next 2-3 weeks, I have 2 singles coming out because I am also an artist. The first single is going to be called "Tami," and the second song is going to be called "Another Lost Soul." The promo pics have been put out to advertise. Go to my pages. You can follow me on anywhere under Next Icon, NXICON, as you'll see down in the corner. Type my name in any search window, and the name is going to come up. Check it out. They're coming out real soon. In the meantime, you can check out the other projects that I have released because the goal has been to release a new single every month. With the acting and everything, it's been hard to do, but I'm catching up. These two releases are going to hopefully cover October and November releases. Then all I gotta do is worry about one in December, and then we're gonna kick off the new year with a new project that I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. But stay tuned, and once I know, y'all know. Anyway, so we're gonna get this thing started. I have one of 2 special guests that again have used the Calendly.com app to schedule their interviews with me, and they are going to be on. One is going to be on tonight. One is going to be on Wednesday on the regular show night because I think I'm going to pretty much keep it on a Wednesday. But this is going to be a special occasion that I'm pulling this one up because what I did is I set 3 days for interviews just to try it out. So people had an opportunity to schedule themselves for a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And I got 2 people. I got one on Monday, got one on Wednesday. So we finna see how well this works out. So my first guest that's going to be coming up very soon is a very talented actress, a very talented model, very talented film director, screenwriter, playwright, artist in her own right. And she's going to be joining us from her palatial residence in Paris, next door to the Eiffel Tower. She's going to be joining us to talk about her accomplishments and what she's looking forward to doing next on her awesome journey in this industry. So stay tuned because my guest is coming up real soon. In the meantime, let me see, what can I kick it about? What's been going on lately? It's been quiet lately on my end of the block, so but we're gonna keep it moving. Waiting for my guest. So not get weird. This is something new, so please bear with me because this is my first official guest using this app, and I told her to come on like 8:15. So I still have a few minutes, and I have not gotten any messages yet that she's having any issues. So she is also my podcast mentor. Because of her, I learned about this format of doing this. So without her, y'all would not be able to see me. So we're gonna get into that as well. She says that here he is. She's coming. Give her 2 minutes. So y'all know what that means. You know, she got to put her face on. She got to get all gussied up and spectacular looking and all of that, because you know how these women be. You know, us men, we good. Hat, shades, shirt. I'm good to go. But y'all know how these women be. So we're going to give my guest 2 minutes, maybe more. But in the meantime, until she does arrive, let me see, what can I do in the meantime? I could give y'all a sample, I ain't going to give y'all no sample. I did that last time. I usually wait till I release the songs. I'm kind of anal about that. It's like nobody hears my music until it's done. That's pretty much been my MO since I've been in this music game. So I think I'm going to pretty much leave it like that. But you can listen to my other releases. There is Can't Call It. There's What We Gonna Do. There is, oh my God. Ready for this? Lay you down, pillow talk. There's a whole slew of them that I've been doing this year. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to share with y'all is, let me go back into my phone again. There was an email that I got this afternoon, if I can find it. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. Whatever your goal is that you have set for yourself, don't give up if it has not arrived immediately. Everything has a process. Everything takes time. And when it is your time, then you will know. The door will open, the red carpet will be rolled out, and you will be allowed to walk through the doorway. Oh, I heard something. Guess what, y'all? My guest is here, straight from Paris, France, next to the Eiffel Tower. So we're going to get in here and we're going to bring her in. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce y'all to not only my StreamYard mentor, but my best friend, the writer, actress, director, artist, Miss Tami Bailey.
Hey, sugar. I need with an introduction like that. I need like my own theme music, right? So can we like rewind it? Can you like go back and then like I'm gonna play my song and then like you can say that on top of my song so I can have like my own entry? Like that would be dope.
How you
Like
doing?
that would be dope. Okay, so you gonna do that again, okay? And then I'm gonna play my music and then you give me that same thing all over again, okay? Okay, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Paris, France, next to the Eiffel Tower, the talented actress, film director, my StreamYard mentor and best friend, the incomparable Miss Tami Bailey.
I'm just minding my business. I keep my windows tinted. I don't even GPS location. That's too specific. Even when I'm in my own lane, I move a little different. Gotta keep a certain amount of detachment. Put them feelings on cryptic. I'm just minding my business. I'm just minding my business. Gotta be honest with your player. What's going on?
What's up, Miss Bailey? How's life?
Okay, thank you for letting me have my little 2 minutes. My little, I'm working on this whole. I gotta have a whole entrance thing. I'm trying to work on that part. You
got to do it big.
Everybody keeps telling me or whatever. So there we go. Anyway, what's going on? Thanks for having me on your show.
Never a problem. I mean, you have helped me so much with getting so far with this.
What? I helped you? What?
Miss Atlanta's sweetheart. I forgot. I left that out. I forgot about that. This is.
Oh no, it's right here. It's on the tag. So if anybody was wondering or anything, in case you forgot, or I'm not gonna forget, but in case they forgot, because we did not run it this year. We didn't.
I was gonna get to that. So you did two seasons.
I did.
Atlanta's sweetheart.
I'm trying to fix this eyelash over here. Okay, I'm listening.
And then you took a break, and we're gonna get into why you took a break. But
okay.
The big question is there going to be a third season of Atlanta's Sweetheart?
I think it should be.
I don't think anybody would disagree with you.
I definitely think we could use a third season of Atlanta's Sweetheart. I definitely think we could. I think it would be fun to do a third season. So yeah, let's see what the people think. Like, people, are you out there?
Everybody, if you have not seen Atlanta's Sweetheart, you can go on YouTube and you can look it up. There's 2 seasons. The first season starred Miss Tami Bailey herself, and she was the female Atlanta's Sweetheart.
Yes.
The second season was Atlanta's Heartthrob, right?
Yes, the second season was Atlanta's Heartthrob. So we actually brought a guy on. We're equal opportunity dating here, but we brought a guy onto the show, And I should probably like sit up higher. I look like I need a booster seat or something. Like my head is hardly over my name. I'm
I
sorry.
can see that.
I get
But it's
attention
a,
quick. But we brought a guy onto the show the second season to see if we can match him with a lady because nowadays we're not afraid to say, hey, I like you.
some of us aren't.
Yeah.
It's still a bit of nervousness and reservations even in the pandemic era.
Hold on 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find me a booster seat. Hold on.
All right. While we wait for Miss Bailey to come back and check back in after she raises herself up a little bit, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and pull up that email that I was talking about because, as I was saying, that doors open as long as you stay focused on your goal and don't let anybody distract you. And of course, I can never find it when I want it, but it's here. I saw it today. I can't find it now. Ain't that a trip? Is that when you want to find something, you can't find it, but then when you stop looking for it, that's when it shows up. But basically, I had got an email from a young lady in reference to my music. And see, I hate that. I can't find it now. That is very annoying. But they're interested in having my song charted. I There's another site that I tried just out of curiosity to see how well it will work. There was a site called Music Vertising. Oh, Miss Bailey is back, and she looks like she's gotten a little bit taller.
I found a booster seat.
You look a little bit taller. You look like you done grew up some.
I did. I grew up. I found a booster seat.
So, what are we going to expect for season 3? If there's a season 3, what do we have to look forward to? Or is that
Well,
a secret?
I'd really like to hear from the people and see what I know what I have in mind. I'd like to know what the people would like to see.
Okay.
For me, though, I think it would be fun to go and explore into our gay community. I have not presented that on the show yet. So that's kind of where my mind is. Going to the rainbow is what the idea is, to call the Rainbow Edition. If that's something that people would like or want to be a part of, I would love to hear about it. Just hit me up on the Atlanta Sweetheart page. It is still alive. I still check messages. When y'all send them in, I still respond. But the focus took a different direction this year. And I don't have a team yet. I'm not going to say it all. I'm just going to say yet. I don't have a team yet. So being that it's just me, I kind of got to, pick and choose right now. Like what I want to do. I have to, narrow it down, unfortunately. So I wish I could like clone myself and
Well, don't be, but I don't know though.
run all over the place.
I don't know. Is the world really ready for 2 Tami Baileys?
I was thinking more like, triplets, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking if it was 3 of us in this place, man, it'd be over,
So everybody has heard. If you have an idea for what Atlanta's Sweetheart or season 3 is going to be, hit Miss Bailey up at Atlanta.
Yes, if you want to be a part of the show, hit me up. I want to hear about it. I want to know about it.
So now let's talk about why there was not a season 3 right away. And this is because this woman here took some time out and she wrote, directed, and starred in her first full-length feature film.
Yeah, we can attach produce to that too.
And produced. Okay, I gotta add that to your list of credits. So,
I know. I'm not it's still yeah. So I kind of did a thing. It was sheesh. How do I even put it into words? Like
an adventure.
it was an incredible experience, like good and bad. You really, when you throw your heart into something in your mind and your soul, uh, you really get down in the mud and find out what's in there. And unlike clear waters, you never know what you're gonna find beneath the surface.
Exactly. The beauty of it all is that you pretty much accomplished this by yourself. You wrote it, you edited it, you rewrote it,
Cast it.
you cast it. You pretty much did every job from the initial beginning of the movie process to the end of the movie process.
Yeah, that's wow. Like, ooh.
And
That's talk about the school of hard knocks.
being a first timer, how did that how did that feel for you being a first time being in front and behind the camera?
I discovered a new love, and that's being behind the scenes. That's a whole nother world.
Definitely.
It's one that I've grown to appreciate. I have so much respect for, so much more respect. Not that I didn't respect it before, okay? Not that there was no respect before, because it always was, because it always looked so much bigger than me. But when you, like I said, when you get in the mud and you get your hands dirty, you find out real quick that church clothes don't belong outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I definitely learned some things. And, you know, it wasn't, oh, I'm just going to do this by myself. You know, I asked for help. I looked for help, you know. When you're just starting out, good help is hard to find. I think that's just across the board, period. And then when you are just starting out, people don't really take you seriously.
Right.
So you have to take yourself seriously enough to say whether someone helps me, whether they step in, whether they believe it, whether they see the vision. I know what it is, and I'm driven enough to go for it. And sometimes going for it means that you got to go alone. And it's okay. It's okay.
Now, being an African American woman that has accomplished all of these tasks solely on her own, what advice would you give to to another young Black woman that visually has been inspired by you by achieving this process? That's somewhere sitting like, man, there's no way I can do this by myself. I don't have a team. I don't have anybody that believes me. But then they see you and everything that you accomplished. What would you say to them?
I'm just like you, sugar. I'm just like you. I'm not far removed at all. Like, when we're in this together, that's what I would tell them. Like,
Okay.
honestly, if you have the heart and the drive and the passion, there's nothing you won't figure out. And the way you figure it out may not be status quo. It may not be the way everybody does it. It may not be the way it's supposed to be done. It may not be what's expected of you. But that's not the point of it. The point is, are you driven enough to get it done? Do you feel it enough to get it done? Can you figure it out? Is it important enough to figure out? Is it important enough to go in by yourself and look at that mountain and say, you know what? I got two things you don't, and that's two legs. You know? And you got to stand still while I climb you. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of courage. And it definitely takes a lot of self-confidence. I can't tell you how many times I was knocked down trying to do this project. And it's not even completed. I still have a long way to go. But just from the beginning, I can't tell you how many naysayers, even people that love me dearly, And I don't think they were naysayers because they don't love me or they didn't support me. It was just you want to protect the people that you love from letdown. And sometimes your mountain looks too large to someone else. It looks insurmountable. So they can only tell you from their point of reference. But when you're looking at it like it's one clink and one climb at a time, but they're looking at the full picture, you really can't be upset that they're discouraging you if you understand that it's coming from a place of wanting to protect you. You just got to strap up in your harness and go for it. And then when you reach the top, call them and let them know. Take a picture.
Exactly. Because a lot of people don't understand that everybody is not going to see your vision.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that they're not going to see your vision is because the vision was not given to them.
It was given to you. Yeah.
So you have to conquer that the best way that you can. And like you said, your way may not be the most orthodox way, but if that's what it takes to get it done, that's what works for you.
Yeah. And you're going to want to stop. You're going to want to give up. You're not going to want to continue. I had those moments. I was like, pull the plug on the whole damn thing. I'm out. I'm tired. I can't. You have those moments.
Yeah.
But when you're moving along the way and you're driven by passion, you'll attract your tribe. And I can honestly say I didn't have the ones around me that I thought I would. I didn't have the ones around me that I expected. I didn't even have the ones around me that I contracted. I paid people that didn't show up. Let's talk about it. But
people don't understand that.
I had my tribe. I had the people that were, believers, the people that were there for me, the people that were supposed to be there were there. And in those moments, when I had those moments, the right people were in place to say, you know what? You came too far. But now you can't, listen, it's equal distance to the top as it is to the bottom. What you want to do? You want to go back down, or you want to just go ahead and go on up? So that was monumental, and it's important. That's why I said, as much as I did this, yes. If you look at it on a very fundamental basis by myself, I didn't have a team, not properly.
Exactly.
However, I wasn't by myself. I wasn't.
On the aspect of that, and a lot of actors have to understand that, especially being the fact that we both come from the acting arena.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people get into this acting thing not really understanding what it is that they're getting into. They're not understanding that the signing of the contract and the obligations and the commitment and the dedication that you've made to this project, and how not following through with what you signed to can blow up in your face.
Yeah.
How did you find it? How did you find it your path of dealing with those particular type of people?
I think in this industry, if you're doing what it is you're supposed to do, you're going to run across every type of person that's out here.
Mm-hmm.
I would think, really, when it comes to me and governing myself with regards to the difficult people that you encounter in the industry, I kind of don't like calling it this, but it's called that, which is taking the high road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really believe there's a high road or low road, which is why I don't really like using that term, but people understand that term adequately, which is why I want to use it. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of self-discipline. It takes a lot of drive and passion and understanding to take the high road. I call it taking the straight and narrow, because it's so easy to wander all over the place on wide planes, but it's a little harder when you got to stick to the path, because to your left there's a cliff and to your right, there's a brick wall. People don't understand that. And I think in not just dealing with people in the industry, just people as a whole,
right?
You have to meet them where they are. When people show you who they are, you just kind of got to meet them there and decide from there where you're going to go. And I think that's pretty much been how I've dealt with it.
have I met my fair share of BS? I'm not sure you can curse down here, so I'm being good.
Yeah, free
Right.
reign. Because I curse up. This is my show. You can say whatever you want, how you want to say it. So,
I've met my share of BS people, and they know who they are,
so
and they know how I've dealt with them. So they'll also know and can vouch if they come out of their bitterness that I'm telling the truth. I don't make a loud ruckus. I don't make a point of ridiculing people. But I do think that there should be a line drawn between silence and awareness.
right.
Because yes, silence can protect a lot of people's reputation, but people will use their reputation to abuse other people.
Exactly.
So
We see that constantly in the industry.
aware of that, and I've experienced that. Some of the people that you feel are reputable in Atlanta in this industry, they've met Tami Bailey. I've met them and found out they are not who they say they are. They are not
Exactly.
supposed to be. They are not who contractually and professionally they say they are. I know, and
And
you
one of
know, sugar.
one of my things is,
And it's like, rather than making a noise to ridicule, it's more so. I feel like the best way to deal with it is just to stimulate awareness so that other people don't fall prey to these very same wiles that people are out here doing. Like people are wilding out, you know.
now I've talked to other folks that are in the industry that we're in, and we all pretty much feel the same way, that there's a lack of actors etiquette, that
Professional, just professional etiquette, like professional.
and that there should, and we've been discussing, like trying to put together a round table or a panel discussion for newcomers to the industry, so that they understand exactly what it is that they're getting into, how to present themselves, how to conduct themselves on a professional level. Because regardless of whether you're an extra or you have lines, there's still that professionalism that you have to have. And you know how I feel about, especially all of you independent people, independent writers, independent directors, independent filmmakers, that I feel that y'all don't get the same respect as Tyler Perry would, or Shonda Rhimes, or Lee Daniels, or Steven Spielberg.
It is a level that you have to earn it. Like I get that part, and you get that part. Like I didn't come into the industry thinking, oh, I'm going to be a writer, producer, director. I'm going to be the next African American female that's going to change this film industry around. I'm going to come in and, no, that wasn't like my mindset at all. I fell in love with the art, like the creative art of acting, and it coincidentally turned into not only what I felt was, it was a little, I guess I don't want to say it was a hobby, but I can say before I started acting on it, it was more so a hobby. It was something that I enjoyed. And then when I began to do it, I began to understand that it was a calling. Right. And then as I began to operate in it as a calling, I began to fall in love with the process of it, all of it. And you can't honestly do that, I don't feel, in this industry and not on some level have your mind go to the creative feel of creating for yourself. Like whether you feel you're capable of doing it or not, at some point, if you're really 100% engaged, you're going to go there. And I think that's just kind of what happened with me. I've always been a bit of an overachiever, in school. And so once I started acting and I started watching and learning the logistics of things, I just got more and more curious, which made me want to do more and more. So
it's just a level of progress,
right?
And again, like you said, it's not for everybody. I mean, like with me, I started out as an extra, but after being an extra for so long, it's like, you know what, I want some lines.
Yeah.
But you have to apply
it grows on you. Like each step, you just want to do something a little bit bigger, something better.
Right. And everything has its process.
Yeah. And I think that's naturally what happened with me. And so that's what I was kind of dipping my big toe in the water. I was going over to the pond and take a little drink. And I was like, what y'all doing over here? When I created Atlanta Sweetheart, and I started kind of playing around, and I was like, wow, this is really, really dope when you can actually take what's in your head and you can bring it to life. And then just helping other writers and producers on their projects, and we're bouncing ideas back and forth, and they're just kind of like, whoa, you're really good at this. Like, are you a writer? And I'm like, well, I did, I published a few poems, and I never really wrote anything, but I did write this little movie right here. And
right, and now
I started on myself for 2 years because I didn't know what to do with it. But as I continued to work the industry and be out there performing, I started learning little bits and pieces of what it would take to take it off the paper and put it on the screen.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot again, Miss Tami Bailey.
Go, huh?
I'm going to put you on the spot again, because for those of y'all that did not catch on to this, that at the beginning of the show, the intro music that was being played by Miss Tami Bailey is called "Minding My Business."
Yeah.
And the song itself and the voice that you heard that was doing the rap was Miss Tami Bailey.
Yeah. So
not only is she an actress, a writer, a film director, script writer, I left something out.
You left quite a few, Sugar, but we ain't really got to brag on me all the way. We just talk about a couple things. Don't give them too much,
I'm just kidding. She's also an artist. We're gonna get that in there.
I am, yes. That music is my first love, yes.
The music's gonna trust. You heard a sample of "Minding My Business." It is in the process of being set up.
Yes, it was supposed to be released. I know this is where we're going, so let's just go ahead and break through the gate, Willie Davis. I know it's where you're getting to, Willie Davis. So let's just throw it on out there, okay? Good gracious, let's just talk about it now. Yes, my song "Minding My Business" was supposed to be released June 19th of this year. I started working on it as far as producing the music video, working on that. I had contracted Chris Wayman of Gate City Management. He was in charge of the project. That's what people noticed. On Facebook, he put out my casting notices.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually the one in charge of filming my music video. So we've been working on this thing and had a complete understanding that I wanted to release it June 19th of this year. So in May, again, I came up with the concept for my music video. He helped me put out the casting notice. So I pretty much cast my music video. I did everything pretty much, kind of, picked out locations, which was in part something that Chris was supposed to take care of for me, which he kind of came up with a couple of things, but we didn't ultimately go with those ideas. Either way, we had the video shoot. It was really, really dope. However, I did not get to release my song or my music video, and it broke my heart. It completely broke my heart. We went through everything, did the filming, and then Chris calls me up and tells me he lost my footage.
And that's another tragedy that happens.
Everything. It was just gone. All of it. I couldn't use any of it. And it completely broke my heart. And I tried for the next couple of months to figure it out, resolve it, see how we could do it. But I was restricted and my time was limited because I was planning to shoot my film, for instance. And so when I hit up Chris, I'm like, what happened? Like, how do we just lose a whole music video? Like, how do we lose all of my footage? Everything, all of it is gone. Like, my pictures, he sent a couple pictures. I had a couple shots that people did on their phone. he just promised me that he would fix it. He promised me that we would reshoot it, we'd come back bigger, better. I told him I wanted to get it done by August because I knew that I was going to be rolling camera on Fringence in September. And if we couldn't do that, then I would need a refund of my money. And I would just have to go back to the drawing board with minding my business, which is
And,
ultimately what I decided to do.
and what was his name again?
Chris Wayman.
So everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, if you want to see this video be done and completed and shown and released, reach out to Chris Wayman and tell him that he needs to do what it is that he's supposed to be doing to get this video done because the public is waiting.
Yeah, I think we can probably scratch that. Chris did not refund my money, so he probably don't want nothing to do with me right now because he's running. He's avoiding me, not taking my phone calls. He refused to refund my money for my video that he completely did not follow through on. And I've been trying to get that done, which it kind of spilled over into me filming Fringence because I had also contracted him to help shoot Fringence, in which he did not do that either, which I paid him for. And 9 days before he dropped the ball on me. So those were a few things that you run into in this industry out here. Like you just have to be prepared. And I don't know how you prepare for something like that. Again, this is another lesson that I had to learn in the overall process. I'm not special. It's not just me. It's happened to other filmmakers, producers, independent creators.
I'm gonna play
You
the
just
devil's
have to
advocate
figure out
with
how
this.
to navigate it. I'm sorry?
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate with this.
Okay.
Do you think that it would have been a different response and a different reaction if you were a guy?
Of course. Absolutely. Some things are just principle. They just are what they are. Like I can definitely say that when it comes to being a female creative out here on any Richter scale, it's a little more difficult for you, I think, as a woman out here, period. And that's just through my experience and me talking and the conversations I've had, the experiences of the people, because this is a male dominated industry. And let me tell you something. Please do not get it confused. Men get jealous of women too.
Yes, they do.
Men don't. They get jealous of women too. They cannot know you, can see your progress, your movement, and it makes them feel some kind of way. Just because you're a woman and you're doing it, like, it's not just a jealousy thing amongst women. It happens with men as well out here. It's a very real thing. So
Now I want you to understand something, Miss Tami Bailey, that being the fact that you did all of this and have progressed this far, and I've said this on my show many times, that you are an inspiration and a motivation to somebody. I try to get people to understand that it's not always the person that you see that's inspired and motivated by you. It's the eyes that you don't see that are watching how you take that high road, how you went through your struggles of getting Fringence filmed and going through all of these processes that you're going through, and you're still overcoming it.
yeah.
So somewhere there's another young black woman that's going to look at this and get like, she's going to say, well, damn it, if Tami Bailey can do it, then so can I.
You absolutely can, sugar. Yes, you can. Just stay stubborn. Stay stubborn and focused. You can be stubborn and pliable, I think that's the key. Like, be confident in yourself. Be stubborn in your confidence in yourself, but be pliable enough to learn. Be moldable. I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I'm nothing special. I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I just mean it to say my blood run red like yours. I breathe the same air you require. If something happened to me, or if something happens to you that's detrimental to your life and it happens to me, same thing could happen to me. Like, I could suffer the same fate. It's nothing extra special. Only thing difference is sometimes I don't know how to quit. Like, I don't know how to give up. I literally have arguments with myself. Like, oh yeah, that's what you want to do? Oh, that's what we doing. That's what we doing today. Like, this, you don't want to do this. When you have those kind of conversations with yourself, you motivate and drive yourself to do more, do better. You're not competing with anyone except for you. It's like when I lay down at night and it's time to go to sleep, and I got her over here saying, you know what, you could have did XYZ today, but you only got element O done. And I have to deal with that. Like, nobody hears that but me. Right. Nobody feels that but me. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to show you XYZ element O, like, it's a very real thing. And a lot of times it can be misconstrued. People can think that you're competing with them. People can think that you think you're a do-gooder or you're better than
brown noser.
People will think that you're just doing anything to get to the top when really you're just trying to outrun yourself. You're trying to be better than you were before. You're trying to prove to you that you can also one up you. And it's a constant fight with me to one up myself. I don't know how not to. Mainly because I ain't never really been in competition with nobody, ever. So I'm all I know.
And people don't understand that there really is no competition because you're an individual. So the only competition that you really truly do have is with yourself.
Yeah.
Because everybody else thinks on a different wavelength. Everybody else thinks on a different pattern. So there's no two people that are going to think alike. Even twins don't think alike.
No. They have similar thoughts, I believe, and similar feelings, but each of them have their own path. And it's like, once you figure out what your path is, there shouldn't be anything stopping you from traveling it, and you shouldn't feel any kind of way or be made to feel any kind of way for traveling it the way you want. It's your path. It wasn't given to anybody else.
So what's next for Miss Tami Bailey?
Greatness. Can we put that on the menu?
So we know that there's a possibility of Atlanta Sweetheart 3.
Yeah, we'll come back and talk about that. I'm looking if we were to, move forward, which I think we should. I think it'll be fun. This week, in remembrance, yesterday I lost my cousin.
I'm sorry to hear that. Condolences to you.
Thank you. Which is really tough dealing with that, just because I was just talking about her about a week ago. But the last time I physically saw her was at my Atlanta Sweetheart finale show last year. And I didn't do it. And she really loved the show. She did. She loved it. And she was actually one of the first guests to arrive to the finale show. Her and her husband. They were one of the first people to get there.
I think one of the only Black people that actually showed up to an event on time.
They got there. They were dressed to the gills, and they surprised me. My cousin's name was Janella, and she had a way of doing that, popping up and surprising me, and just understanding that's. I felt like that was over and done with. And then today, I'm scrolling through TikTok real quick. I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I come across this girl's profile. I've never seen her before. I'm not following her. She just kind of popped up in my feed, and she looks like my cousin. She looks just like my cousin, Janella. And she's like dancing and she's singing and she's embodying her spirit, the spirit of Drew. And as much crying as I did, and I was really going through it yesterday. Which is why I kind of hopped on my TikToks and my Instagrams and started doing my reels, just trying to take my head out of a different space. But I felt like in doing that, she kind of made that come across my feed so that I could see that she's okay and she's happy and she's still Drew. And so in remembrance of her, I thought it would be kind of dope this week if I posted the videos that actually you took, which I wanted to have put together in an entire video. You were supposed to do for me and you didn't. I was supposed to have it done and put together, but I'm thinking now that it would be kind of dope to upload each of those videos this week just in remembrance of her. And I also kind of let everybody enjoy the party because we never did get the visual up to share the party with everybody. But I thought that would be dope to put in remembrance of Drew. So be on the lookout on my page and on Atlanta Sweetheart page. I'll be releasing videos.
And where else can they find you, Miss Bailey?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just round the way, Shudder. You can, call down my telephone. You can find me Facebook, I'm Tami Bailey or actress Tami Bailey. You can follow any of my pages, Atlanta Sweetheart. And I recently just started a Friends page. Also for my old school followers, you can also find me on Facebook under a Miss Yummy Royale page. If you know, you know.
And TikTok.
On Instagram, I am Tami Royale Bailey, all one word, and that's Royale with an E. On TikTok, I'm Tami R Bailey. It's real simple, y'all. Real simple.
Yeah, but you know that sometimes the most simple seems to be the most difficult these days.
Yeah, I don't have a Twitch or a. Is it a Twitter? I don't have a Twitch or a Twitter. I think I do have a Twitter, but I'm never on there. I think I'm on there as Miss Yummy Royale, but again, I don't know. And then of course you can just hit me up, like email them, Tami Royale Bailey LLC.
But do not Facebook call her.
Don't do it.
Don't Facebook. We do
unless you're invited to. Don't do that. Just all right, sugar.
That is a pet peeve I think of everybody is do not Facebook call me.
Don't do that. Like, okay.
Well, Miss Bailey, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on your show, and congratulations on your show too, man.
Thank you.
This is super dope. And y'all make sure you check in with Will on the ICON Chronicles. Go ahead and book your interview with him. Come on here and turn up a little bit with my homeboy.
And thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know about StreamYard and doing all of this. I learned all of this from you. And
listen, I learned all of it because I was like, I gotta get this crap out of my head. What do I do? And so asking questions, I was asking all them questions, asking all them questions, and boom.
Exactly. And that's the other thing, folks. Like, don't be scared to ask a question.
No, don't be. Because I ask plenty of questions. I want to know.
So do I. Look, that's why I said we get called brown nose. We get called suck ups and everything else, and we just trying to get knowledge.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah.
So, ladies, this is your inspirational model right here. This is your motivation.
That's pretty heavy. I'm a regular old girl just trying to do some extraordinary things, and I believe that you can too. I started out with basically a desire. I literally woke up and told my kids I'm going to go be an actress, and here I am. So if I can roll out of bed, make that announcement in the kitchen, you can do the same thing. It's not hard. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, and keep following me. Like, I love the support, sugars. Like, what are you doing if you're not? Like, because my journey has been, it's been a little crazy, and I know I need to do better with engaging with my audience. I need somebody to teach me. Can you help me? Help me. I'm no good at this PR stuff. Running
y'all help her, y'all helping me, just so y'all know.
And I know y'all watching my social media like, Lord, just bless her heart, bless her heart. I know that's what you're saying. I hear all the bless your hearts. So come bless me and my heart and my page and help us out, because I need help. Seriously.
We got 3 minutes left. Is there any last words that you have for anybody out here in these last 3 minutes?
Yes. I want to give a shout out to all the producers that I'm working with right now on all of my current projects. Guys, stay tuned, stay locked into me. I'm a part of Dino Tarantino's Hit Miss List. I'm a part of Tonace Brown's Whisper series. I'm a part of Swade Wilson's Controlled Minds. I'm a part of now the cast of Sanctify with Javon Johnson. I am it's so many. It's so many. Check my page, guys. I know we got like 3 minutes. It's so many. But follow me. Check out my IMDb as well. Come holler at your girl and see my projects on there. And then you can see where you can check them out at. And stay tuned for Vengeance 2. You haven't seen or heard the last of it. It's coming soon. And thank you for your support. Thank you for the platform, Willie D. Davis. I appreciate you. And I love you, sugars.
Thank you, Miss B. Hey, like you heard the woman, check her out, follow her. Ask. Look, I'm gonna say ask questions, but I'm gonna say ask sensible questions. Ask sensible questions. Don't ask what you're doing tonight. Can I take you out? That has nothing to do with the industry. This is not how we doing this anymore. You know? Have some decorum and mannerisms about yourself.
Have some cool.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Paris, France, next to the Eiffel Tower, Miss Tami Bailey.
I promise you I'm straight from Atlanta, Georgia, but you already know the name's still the same. Bye, sugars. Have a good night.
Talk to you later. Ladies and gentlemen, so as y'all see, Calendly did work.com, calendly.com/ICON Chronicles. That was the awesome Miss Tami Bailey. Tune in on Wednesday, and we will be talking with Miss Cherie Brooks. So stay tuned. Come back. Have a good week until Wednesday. No, have a good week, period. Not just until Wednesday. But have a good week. Have a good time. This is your man, Next Icon, with a special edition of the ICON Chronicles to test out the system to make sure that it works. Y'all have a good night. Peace, y'all. One love.
These niggas wanna play with me, thinking they playing